Food is life, and it is on the basis of this that every single human on the planet look for food for survival. Because food is the foundation of our growth and healthy living, yet it is affected by series of avoidable dangers from every angle. We can strengthen our food systems and change the narrative through a new approach to improved food availability and healthy diet.
Welcome to Urban Family Farming,
where we explore the exciting world of urban farming. Learn how to transform your living space into a green oasis with our expert tips and tricks. Join us on a journey towards sustainable living and discover the joy of growing your own food in the heart of the city.
What's the importance of soil preparation before you plant? Now, naturally, if you look behind me, there are ridges here, all right? These ridges are typically an example of a soil that has already been prepared and is ready for planting. So before you start preparing your soil for planting, I will ask again, you have to have a plan. The plan is, what do you want to grow? Because different stroke for different folks is. The idea is that if you want to grow, say for example, rice. I'm using crop, but I will come back to the gardening. If you want to grow, for example, say rice, you don't need ridges. These are ridges. We call them ridges, right? So if you want to grow rice, you don't need ridges to grow rice, because naturally the spacing for rice is normally planted at a very close range. So normally you would have done like 10 centimeters. If you are planting maize, for example, the spacing are wider. So you will need somewhere around 20 to 25 centimeters. So you will definitely need ridges to plant it. So normally the kind of crop that you want to grow oftentimes determine how you will prepare your soil. Another thing you want to take note of is the soil, the nature of the area where you want to plant the crop. Is the place a virgin ground? For example, if it's a virgin ground simply means a place where it has never been cultivated before. You want to make sure that you plow the ground. Plowing the ground means you have to dig the soil deep enough so that you can raise the soil from the ground and raise it high enough so that the nutrients that have settled down on the ground can actually come up, and then the depth of the root of the plant can actually find ease of penetrating downward. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to dig up the ground. You want to dig up the ground, which is what we actually call plowing of the ground. And there are different implements you can use. You can use a plow, you can use a hoe to actually dig up the ground. So all that you're trying to do is to dig up the ground so that the soil can be loose enough for you to be able to have good water retention, fertilizer retention, and then ease of development of the roots. When the plant grows to a particular point, there's the tap root that will go deeper down. So if the soil is not properly dug up from the ground, the taproot will not be able to penetrate down enough so that the plant can take up water or nutrients from the ground. So dig up the ground. After you dig up the ground, that's the plowing. Then you now break the soil clods. We call them clods. So you break it down because it's going to come in big size because it's plowed. So you now break it down into finer particles so that the plant can easily be able to develop roots downward. Now, if you are planting in a garden, or you are planting in bags, or you are planting in flower pots, what you need to do is to go to all these people that sell topsoil. Anywhere they sell flowers, they naturally sell topsoil there. You go there, you ask them that you want to buy topsoil. When you buy the topsoil, you look for cow dung. Now, this is the kind of cow dung we advise that you get. Can you see it? This cow dung is, look at how powdery it is. We don't advise you to use the fresh one. If you use the fresh one and you put it on the ground, the roots of the plant can end up going to that place where the fresh cow dung is seated. So naturally, the nutrients there will be too much for the roots of the plant to take. So you need the powdery one, because the powdery one easily naturally dissolves into the soil. So you want to get cow dung that is powdery like this one, And then that means you've already gotten your topsoil. So now you have topsoil. Don't forget your topsoil is loamy soil. Okay? And naturally loamy soil is well drained. Okay? Loamy soil already has natural nutrients in it. And loamy soil makes it easy for organic substance in the soil to be readily available for the plant to use up. So what you want to do is that you get your cow dung in powdery form, and then you get your topsoil. So what you will be doing is that you will take 2 portions of the topsoil. 2 portions of the topsoil. I advise that you use shovel, okay? So you will take your shovel, you will get a shovel. Now, if you are preparing, you take one of this spade. You take 1 cow dung. Then you take the same 2 topsoil. 1 cow dung, 2 topsoil. 1 cow dung, 2 topsoil. As you finish, you will now mix it up thoroughly. Like I've already said in the previous video, don't use chicken dung because chicken dung has high content of nitrogen and that will naturally destroy. There's a place for cow dung, there's a place for chicken dung. If you want to use chicken dung in your maize farm, your crop farm, chicken dung is okay. But for your vegetable gardens, you want to make sure that you avoid chicken dung. So make sure that you get cow dung and then put it at 1 to ratio 2. Cow dung 1, topsoil 2. Mix it thoroughly mix it before you put it in your bag or in your flower pot or in your planting bags or in your flower pot. So whatever you're using, make sure you mix it thoroughly. Cow dung 1%, 1, topsoil 2. Mix it thoroughly and then put it in the bags. With that, you will have good water retention and then you will also have good drainage. So you will not have cases of waterlogging, you will not have cases of excess water.